give the quickest flyover of
Yep.
like, what is Advent and what is this series that we've put together? What is the like Advent plan for this year? And like the briefest answer to that still helps is the Advent is a Latin word, and it means arrival or coming. And so Advent is a season on the church calendar that has been celebrated around the world and across centuries. It's a season, it usually starts it always starts 4 Sundays before Christmas. So this year it started Sunday, November 29th, which was yesterday. Today's the second day of Advent. And it is a season of time where we look to and anticipate the first arrival of Jesus, the baby in Bethlehem. And it's a season because we need a season. We can't do this in a day. In the same way, in Lent, we get, a long season. But for Advent, we do get these 4 weeks on the church calendar where we slow everything down and we look at Scripture and ask it to tell us the story of why Jesus came.
Yeah, and we wait for him.
And what we also know, this word Advent, it means arrival. Yes, there was an arrival of a baby, a human baby in Bethlehem, God baby. And that was a fulfillment of a whole lot of promise. And we have a second Advent that is coming. We have a second coming, a second arrival of that same Jesus. He promises, just like he promised he would come, and he did, he promises to come back. So we are human beings sitting here in 2020 between 2 Advents. We're celebrating that Jesus came, and we're anticipating and counting on, betting our lives on the fact that he is coming back. So that's what Advent is. And then, Amanda, because I've already been talking forever,
I love to hear you talk.
Well, listen, thanks. Will you talk to us just briefly about, give us like the flyover for kind of the heart of the plan and what it'll be like?
So what we love to do with all of our reading plans is connect Scripture. And so what we're doing daily in this Advent reading plan is that we are looking at the whole of Scripture and we are answering the question, why did Jesus come? So for example, this week, you can fill in the blank, like Jesus Christ is born to.
And I love this list.
And here's this week's list. Jesus Christ is born to bring light to a world in darkness, to do what Adam could not, to bless the nations, to fulfill the law, and to be our high priest. And we have 4 weeks of those life-changing realities that are realities because Jesus Christ is born. And so what we're going to do, and we'll start right now, we'll start looking at these days and these readings from Scripture. So today's reading is to bring light to a world in darkness. And so we have Old and New Testament Scripture that speak to this and that teach this. And so really the unofficial answer to this reading plan is it feels like a giant daily praise hands of yes, this is why he came. Yes, this is why we have hope. This is who he is.